And a tax expert from CDH Kenya says expansion of the tax base is the solution to alleviating the tax burden. The Kenya Revenue Authority has been tasked with increasing tax collection from 2.1 trillion shillings in the last financial year to 5 trillion shillings in the short term. Is pushing for the expansion of the tax base as an antidote to the country's debt crisis. President William Ruto has directed the Kenya Revenue Authority to increase tax collections from 14% of GDP to 25%. This translates to a jump from 2 trillion shillings collected in the last financial year to 5 trillion shillings in the year 2027. Enrollment on the iTax system has improved over the years, but the government is optimistic that more can be collected. The increased tax revenue targets mean that the taxman will be looking for new ways to net more taxes.
There are tough times ahead. So in terms of advice is just to ensure that you're compliant already with your existing tax obligations. So that's number one. Two, you need to keep abreast with changing tax laws. We have the finance bill that will be coming up and then to become an act from the 1st of July. So there will be a lot of public participation again involved there.
Kanyi says the lean tax base has overburdened those in the formal sector.
For the longest time, I think we've been relying on the same taxpayers, even when you're talking about increasing taxes. So be it excise duty, you're looking at the same guys who are doing either alcohol, spirits, or other soft beverages. Be it PAYE, you're looking at the same people who are also paying pay-as-you-earn on their salaries. So it's time to look at other sectors to expand that tax base. It's time we look at that discussion on taxing the informal sector. So be it the mamambogas, be it guys in Gikomba, it's time to think of, are they paying their fair share of tax, and perhaps government will focus more on those as well.
Higher revenue targets for the taxman mean a heavier tax burden for the Kenyan, but experts are urging the public to ensure that they participate in the budget-making process and tax law processes before they become legalized.
So let's interact, let's engage, as opposed to reacting when already the tax measures are in our laws. Let's participate when those laws are being made so that our voice can be heard. We can tell the government, okay, you want to raise tax in this particular way, but you're not comfortable. Could you consider perhaps another way? So let's get involved.
Betty Kiptum, Prime Edition.